Hi folks, Eddie Spuhghetti here from Here Lies, and Halloween is upon us. I am super fucking excited. And I'm so excited because this year, I'm going to share with you my top 13 picks for holiday watchings. So basically, films, TV shows, and TV specials, all kinds of stuff that I like to watch around this time of year that I think you would be into as well. Some of it you might have seen before, some of it you might have heard of, but you really don't know too much. Per usual, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to go too much into the plot details. I'm not going to reveal too much, of course, but I am going to give you some insight as to why I think they're worth checking out. Now, for once, I'm not going to be talking about anything that I'm involved in, so no produced stuff, no directed films, no written stuff, nothing I've inspired. Okay, it's all purely just works that I have no involvement in whatsoever, but I think you would be really into watching this time of year. And so with that, let's get going into our first pick. Trick or Treat, 2007, directed and written by Michael Dougherty, starring Anna Paquin, Dylan Baker, and Brian Cox. So this is an anthology film, but it's done in a very different format compared to a lot of other anthology movies. So it's not like a story 1, story 2, story 3 kind of deal. I won't ruin exactly how they do it because it's very clever. It's very refreshing as well. I don't think I've seen it done very often in anthology films, but I haven't watched many anthology films in a while, so I kind of have a bad frame of reference right now. It's about a small town on Halloween, and the townsfolk are taking part in its celebration, and some of them have secrets that are possibly about to be exposed or gonna come back to haunt them, literally. It's got this very noticeable comic book style, but it doesn't feel like it's too put on, it's too heavy, or it's too comic booky feeling, but you're kind of going more along the lines of like a creep show or, you know, like a Tales from the Crypt kind of feel. And I mean, it makes kind of sense because the fact that Michael Dougherty, the director and writer, he worked on the second X-Men film and Superman Returns. Is it called Returns? There's a Batman Return. So it's holiday themed, but it's not trying too hard. So they don't kind of throw like the commercialism aspect of the holiday into your face. And it's not like a huge part of the story. The holiday itself is a big part of the story. It is surrounded with the atmosphere and the tone and, you know, the origins and that sort of stuff. Like it's very heavily a Halloween themed film, maybe even more so than the actual Halloween film. Also like the stories. So again, I can't really go into too much detail about what happens in each of the stories or the way that they complement each other, I guess you could say. There isn't ever any one of them that feels like one of them's lesser than the other. Like there's not gonna be one that you'll come across and be like, oh, I should just go make a sandwich during this. Now for me, I heard about this movie back when it came out, and this film is one of the few films I actually went and bought on DVD without even seeing it whatsoever. I never do that, and I've never done that even in the past except for this film. Maybe a few other ones that I had kind of like, I read more about or something like that. Trick or Treat, when it originally came out, I believe there was a problem with the distribution rights or something like that. It wasn't shown in theaters, it wasn't released in theaters or at least mass wide. So it went straight to DVD, but there was a lot of hype and praise for it. Especially in the horror communities, there was a lot of people saying like, this is a film you should see. Devote your time to it because it's got something special going for it. And I'm glad that I listened to that because I've never regretted that purchase. I think, again, that was one of the only times I've ever gone to like a Blockbuster and spent like full price on a brand new DVD without having a fucking clue about how good the film is. I could have just thrown that money away, but I was really surprised. I guess that's not really true. I kind of wasn't too surprised. I kind of knew going in that it was going to be really good, again, because of just all the praise that it had been getting. I just had this weird feeling in my bones that like, this was going to be an interesting film to watch and it wouldn't feel like a waste of time. And it definitely isn't.